Welcome to the 74th day of January. Finally, the month has come to an end, and let's see all the books that I read in the month of January. So let's begin. Well, of course, even though the month was really long, I had a lot of assignments to do and a lot of stuff in all to do. So I didn't read much. I read about three books in the month. And the first book of the year entirely was slightly disappointing. And I'm so sad that the first read of the year was something that, disappointed me. And it's One Day by David Nichols. I was very excited for this one. It is actually a giveaway win, and by Hatchet. I think so, yes. So they were very kind enough to give this copy to me as a part of a giveaway, and I am super grateful for that. But honestly, the book was extremely boring. I think if you like something that is very, character driven but has no sense of plot, and it's just like aimless characters, and maybe you could like it's for me it was slightly annoying because I don't like plots that are heavily character driven. This one I definitely did not like. It gets too boring and keeps on going on and on, and at a moment, like during like halfway of the book, I was like, can we get over with this please, or should I just leave it and move on? Because the first read of the year was just not hitting it for me, and I don't know, I'm a little hesitant to pick up another book by the author now, even though I feel that he is extremely famous and maybe I should give him another chance. But do I really want to? What if another book also is like this one? If that is his style of writing, then definitely I'm not not a fan of it. But well, we'll see that in the future. But basically, it's all about Emma and Dexter, who meet on 15th of July 1988, or 19 no, yeah 1988, and they meet for the first time on the night of their graduation, and tomorrow they will have to go, separate ways. They have to part ways. So where will they be on this day next year and the year after that, and after that on the same day. So, and every year that follows eventually. So this is basically about them, and I have many questions about the ending of the book and how it entirely played out. But that could be a spoiler, so I won't say anything about that. But I feel that it just did not work out for me, and it is enormously long, but it's just not supposed to be. Maybe if it was more quick paced and if it was just, shorter and not this lengthy, maybe I would have enjoyed it much better. But overall, this one was a miss for me, and I was really excited, to like pick up a new author in the new year, but it definitely did not work out for me. All right, so I continued to experiment with genres, and the next book that I picked up was An Academy for Liars by Alexis Henderson, and I loved the book. I mean, I am not a big, fantasy kind of a person, but last year I read Six of Crows, so I thought that this year also maybe I would like to read some more fantasy books. A few on my list are Hunger Games, Night Circus. Do I have any other fantasy books which I feel I wish to read? I was really eager to read this one, and this is an uncorrected proof, by the way. This released in October, on October 24th. It released on October 24th, and this edition is absolutely pretty. This moth and the title is embossed in golden, and then there's this academy or the silhouette of the entire building, and it looks gorgeous, and I enjoyed the book so much. It was something so different. I haven't read anything like this. I haven't read any fantasy like this before, and maybe like an avid fantasy reader must have but I didn't, and I absolutely enjoyed it. Basically, this is about Lennon, or Lennon Carter, who is a person whose life is completely falling apart, and she feels lost at every turn, and nothing works out her way. But she's when she's at the verge of running away, she gets this mysterious phone call from Drayton College to sit an entrance exam to get into that college. Now she's really skeptical about it, and but nonetheless she had nothing better to do, so she tried to tried out the examination, basically the entrance exam, and she cleared the grueling exam, and she is enrolled in this school of magic where people use their persuasion to bend the will of others. And that's where it all starts. She meets many others who are much better at the skill than her, and she continues to learn all about it. And she's also enamored or intimidated by Dante, who is her advisor. And that's where it all begins, because as she keeps growing deeper and deeper into the academy, she realizes that there's a lot of stuff that is running on her shoulders, like that is put on her shoulders. The decisions depend upon her, and even the fate of the university in all. So, well, yeah, sure, that is all about the book, and I really think that you would like it. It has this dark academia sort of vibe, and also it is, gothic and horror. So this is something I haven't read. I never read horror, never. But this one wasn't like a lot. This was very, like, slight, just undercurrents of horror, I would say. So that's what I really enjoyed about the book, and I really wish that you do pick this up. I've never recommended a fantasy so much than this one. I really think I enjoyed it, and maybe fantasy is the new genre I should explore this year. Like last year, I explored a lot of mystery thrillers and crime and stuff, and I realized that that is my favorite, definitely. And maybe this year is the year for fantasy, so we'll never know. Of course, I had to end the month with a children's book, because after having such an intense month, an intense couple of reads before the book, I think this is all I wish to unwind in. Now, those books were really thick. Academy of Liars as well as One Day, they were both really thick books. So Super Sleuth was just perfect, quick paced, and really easy to get by. Of course, because it's a children's book, that is why. But this book is actually a very good murder mystery. Now, it's about Dilly. Okay, she's a little girl who wishes to become like a pro detective. She's an amateur for now, and she solves cases with her little dog named Watson. And when the world's greatest detective is murdered on board of a ship that they are sailing on, or a cruise liner basically, she um wishes to solve the crime, because who else would? I mean, come on. So Dilly, she attempts to unravel the mystery, but she herself finds her life in danger, and that's where it all begins. And even though it was a murder mystery for children, I couldn't guess who the actually, who the killer actually was. And I gasped when it was unraveled. I was like, OMG, that person. And it was really, really intense. I really liked it, and the illustrations are also amazing. Let me find a spoiler free page to show you, so you could see this. This is just an example of the beautiful illustrations that this book has. This book is actually illustrated by Adam Stover, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm very sorry. This is my first David Williams book, and I cannot wait to dive into more. My younger brother is yet to read this. I read it before him, so I'm sorry for that because I couldn't resist. He is reading The Murder at the Museum, which I had read last year in December. So you could also check out the review for that in the December wrap up. I have seen David Williams on Britain's Got Talent a lot, and I love his humor. I'm always in awe of his humor. You could clearly find that humorous tone, but also heartwarming within this book. You have that found family such sort of, storylines. I think you should pick this up. It's very fun. Alrighty, so this was a stack of books that I read this month. I was about to say this year, because January did feel like a year in itself. But okay, so these were the books that I read this month, and I am now kind of inclined towards reading something that is very cheesy, and going back to something that is of the romance genre, which is always my go-to for comfort. We'll see what I start February with, because there's also this PR box that I received from Chilet Club, and I really want to pick up the book in this. And if you want to see what the box actually contains, you can head to my Instagram channel. I'm trying to hit 4,000 subscribers there, sorry, followers there, and you can check out the contents of the box over there. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll meet next Friday. Bye.